Chelsea here, and I got my beautiful girlfriend Cassie over there.
So today we're gonna basically tell you guys our coming out story and
and how we knew we were gay. Well, let's let you guys know why we want to do this video. So why we want to do this video is because I feel like now that we are in 2020,
I feel like there's so many people out there that are still scared to come out, and I feel like it's okay to be scared, obviously, you know, but I'm sure like someone in your family or your friends are going to accept you, and that's like for sure, like, right, baby?
Yeah.
Like, she like got lucky. We both got lucky with like our friends and stuff, because you know everyone basically accepts us. Well, not everyone, but you know.
But like some of us are more fortunate than others.
For sure.
So it's always nice to hear other people's stories, and I especially like giving out people like advice and my own stories and what I experienced coming out.
It's nice to hear someone else's story, because I remember when I was still trying to come out, I would go on YouTube and I would always look, like, see how people did it, and like, it's not easy. It's something that's not going to be easy, and it sucks that we do have to come out. It's 2020 and we still have to be like, alright, well, like, now I have to tell my mom I'm gay, and it does suck. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be, but life, I guess. I don't know.
And without further ado, you have it here, guys. Our 411 of how we knew
we were gay.
So I mean, if you wanna start, like,
you could go first.
All right. So I knew I was into girls when I was in, elementary school. I kind of like had this thing where I would be like checking girls out.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I mean, I like looking back at it, I'm like, was I just checking them out because I'm like, damn, they're cute? Or like, was I just checking them out to like check them out? I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, at the time, you know, I would look at girls and guys, and then I got to middle school and I started to experiment a little bit more. And I remember I kissed a girl and I liked it. And that's when I really knew. I'm like, alright, so like, but I didn't want to accept the fact that like I could be into girls, because I grew up Catholic. And I was like, how would my family accept me? How would I come out to people? How are people going to react? Like,
for sure.
I just didn't want that rejection. So I kept it to myself, and it was kind of like that idea that I shoved away. And then I was in a relationship. So, like, I was in a relationship with a boy. With a boy, not a man.
With a boy. A little boy.
And, you know, 2 prior before you. And it just wasn't, I just wasn't there with them, as you could say.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I finally came out. Well, hold on. I'll tell my backstory first. Friends at the time, he called me out for, like, being bisexual.
Yeah, you told me this.
He's like, you know, I just know. And I would be like, no, that's not the case. But, like, obviously it was the case. Putting labels on myself, I, like...
No, yeah.
I feel like you love the person for who they are. Like, overall, I've always been a personality person. Like, I'm always like, you know, I like the person for who they are on the inside, rather than the outside.
Yeah. I really didn't know until I was like, I would say 18 years old. Like, I never like really looked at girls like that. Like, I really was never like into girls. I never saw them like that. I was like, oh yeah, like they're pretty, but I was never like, oh, like I could date them or I could kiss them. I was never into that. And I don't know, maybe it was in my, like, maybe it was in the back of my mind. I didn't even know, but like I really, like, until I was like 17, I think, is when like I liked a girl. Literally when I was like 17. And then,
yeah, I can't believe it when you told me that.
Yeah, I know.
Because
everyone's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, like, I was 17 and then...
Oh, she's sure. She's sure, alright.
What?
Huh? That you're into girls? I know firsthand. I've experienced against it.
Well, yeah, I'm for sure obviously into girls. I'm not going to be with someone if I'm not. Doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people are down, like, obviously, like, girls.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and, I mean, timing shouldn't be everything. Well, it isn't everything. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you should be able to discover yourself whenever.
Yeah, exactly.
People still be discovering
like,
themselves when they're, like, 60.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, people were, like, shocked that I came out at, like, 18, but it's just, like, that's when I like, 18, 17. I found out when I was 17, and then, like, I really came out when I was, like, 18. Yeah, it took me a whole year, but, yeah. It was, like, it was a whole process, and I don't know, I feel like I didn't know back then. I really didn't. And I guess maybe, like, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I just came out at that age, and that's when I knew, because it was my first, and only, it was my first experience, not my only. It was my first experience with a girl, so, yeah.
Well, there you have it. That's how we knew.
Baby, I'm gonna let you catch it. Ready? Okay. What is this? Okay, so when I do this, you have to go. Or, okay, you throw it to me and I catch it. Ready? Okay.
Tasty. Alright. I'll tell you how I came out. So gradually and slowly, I feel like coming out to people and coming out to the internet were like two different things on my part.
Oh, yeah, same.
So
I didn't come out to the internet until I had a girlfriend. I don't think it was necessary. I don't think people in the internet really, like, I don't think it was a big deal for me, I guess. Like, I didn't need to tell everybody. I just told the really important people in my life. And then, like, once I did have a girlfriend, obviously, like, they knew. But it was just, like, I don't have to, like, go on Twitter or go on Instagram and be like, I'm gay. Like, I just don't, I didn't think it was necessary. Obviously, if you want to do it, like, be my guest, do it. But, like, I just didn't think it was necessary.
Yeah. I really broke out of my shell when I came to New York. I feel like the diversity, like, really helped it.
Mm-hmm.
To me be able to, like, have a free-for-all. Like, okay, I'm, like, I don't have to necessarily, like, have, like, standards, you know?
Yeah.
And there's so many, like, you see the crazy shit that happens here, you know?
Exactly. Like, I feel like people are judgmental, but I feel like New York is definitely one of those places where, like, a lot of people don't judge you for who you are.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, there is gonna be those people that are gonna judge you, but I feel like New York is one of the big, like cities that, like, they won't judge you. Because there's so many different, like, people here. Like, it's so different here. Yeah. Everyone's different. Like, you walk out and, like, everyone's different. Like, people will be walking, like, literally the other day I was at work and I saw someone a Spider-Man costume or a Batman costume. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you do you. It's not even Halloween. Like, Halloween passed, but you do you.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. Like, that's how it be.
All the time. Like, literally, my quote every day is, there is something new here that happens. Every day. It's some crazy shit, but, you know, it's a new experience every day. It's a good and a bad thing.
Yeah.
It balances itself out. Wait, so, like, how did you come out?
So you want me to say mine? Okay.
Yeah.
So for me it was really hard. I was in a long distance relationship, and it was, like, kind of hard because I was like, fuck, like, I wanted to tell everybody, but it was just hard for me. So then I was like, alright, I'm gonna slowly do it. So, like, the first two people that I feel like it was really hard for me, but I feel like it was hard and easy at the same time. So I told my parents, obviously, and, like, I just sat them down and I was like, I need to tell you something. And, like, prior to that, I texted them just so I did it. So I texted them and I was just like, I need to tell you something. It's really important, just so they can bring it up to me and I won't back out, I guess you could say. Like, I won't back out of, like, the situation. So we kind of just sat down in, like, my basement, and, like, I remember it like it was yesterday. It's crazy. And I was just like, I, like, didn't even say it. I was just crying, and I guess my mom knew. My dad was saying some crazy shit. He was like, oh, you're back with your ex-boyfriend? I'm like, hell no. And then, like, my mom, like, I think she knew, and she was like, you like girls. And I was like, I just looked at her, and I just broke down crying. I didn't even say yes or no. I, like, ran to the bathroom, and, like, she ran after me. and she's like, it's okay, like, blah, blah. But then my dad was like, it's a phase. And, like, it's not that my dad, like, doesn't, like, accept me, because he does. Like, he like, loves Chelsea. He loves her so much. He definitely accepts me, but I feel like back then, I guess he thought it was a phase. And obviously it's not. He knows it's not. But, yeah, like, both my parents accept me, and which is great. And that's how I came out to my parents. And then my sister, I don't remember how I told my sister, actually. I think I texted her because I was too scared to tell her in person. And then, like, she was like, she started laughing. She's like, you're crazy. Like, of course, like, whoever you date, I'm going to love you, blah, blah. And then my best friend, I told Shayna, like, I texted her, like, this long thing. And I literally closed my phone because I was so scared to look at it. And it's funny because my best friend also has a girlfriend. Or fiance.
Wife.
Oh, yeah, a whole wife.
She's married now.
She's a whole wife. But, yeah, I texted her and she called me and, like, she's like, you're fucking crazy. Like, of course I love you. Like, are you kidding me? Like, blah, blah, blah. And that's pretty much how I came out to, like, everybody. And then, like, eventually when I started to date, like, I posted pictures and then people saw it, but, like, that's pretty much it. And then, like, who else? My brother was, like, I think my brother was, like, the easiest to tell, I guess you could say, because, like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, cool. Literally, he doesn't care. He's like, oh, cool. But, yeah, like, everyone was really accepting, and it was great. Like, I guess I didn't. Like, I was lucky. Like, I was really lucky.
You have a good support system.
I definitely have a great support
sure.
system.
And they're, like, awesome with me, so.
They love her. They treat her like their other daughter.
I always tell them they make sure I'm fed. They make sure I'm well taken care of, which is awesome.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay. How I came out. So, like I said, the internet and actually coming out to my family all happened, like, so separately. So, I started coming out when I was 18. So that's when I, like, really told myself, like, I started to accept myself, like, a lot more. Now, I told my sister, she was the first person out of my family that I told, because I knew, like, I can tell my sister anything. And I told her in the way that, like, it wasn't like, hey, and by the way, like, I wanted to let you know that, like, I'm into girls. Mm-hmm. It was more like, hey, I like my best friend at the time, and, like, I don't know, like, what to do, and, like, it was this whole big situation, but that's how I ended up telling her. So, I mean, I brought it, like, in the conversation, I was like, so, like, what do you think? And she was like, you know, that, like, she supports me no matter what, and she loves me no matter what, and so she was, like, the most supportive, I feel like, out of, like, my whole process of coming out. Mm-hmm. My brother, I remember telling him when we went on our trip to California.
The older one or younger one?
The older one. I told my younger one, like, I think I told him in the car, and I was telling him, I think this is when I was single, and I was like, oh, I'm talking to some, like, girls or whatever. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It was something like that. It was something in the long.
It was when you were in Mexico?
No, not the younger one.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so how'd you tell the older one?
So my older one, we were just there, and I was talking to him about my current situation at the time, right? And how I was, like, into girls. And I was actually having this conversation with an Uber driver that I was into girls, and I think that's what initiated the conversation, like, mm-hmm. What, you're into girls? Yes, because we went to a dispensary right after that, and that's when the conversation kept, like, going. So yeah, that's when I brought up the whole idea that I was into girls to him. And so, like I said, little by little, they were, like, I just didn't tell them all in once. I just never felt the need to. And I moved too, so, like, I was, like, away from my family. Mm. Then my younger brother, yeah, I told him, like I said, I forget, but I told him at, like, a random event too. I think it was, like, a family event, And then I ended up telling my mom. I told my mom and my dad. I told my mom first, but roughly around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I knew what was coming when I told her. Like I said, I grew up Catholic. So my mom and my dad are very, like, traditional people, and they have traditional beliefs, which, like, I can't obviously change that about them. And I've had conversations with both of them about it. But when I became serious with Casey, I felt like that was the right time for me to tell my mom. So yes, that was the last person I told, because I just don't have that, like, open relationship with my mom. So yeah, I told her, and I knew, like I said, the response. She just is very traditional, so she doesn't have the same beliefs that I do, and she just doesn't want to be a part of that. She just doesn't want to be part of, I guess, our relationship.
Yeah.
Which is alright, like, as long as you respect her and you can respect us, like, you know, you can have your own opinions, you can have your own beliefs, but, like, I'm still gonna be happy, and I'm still gonna be doing whatever I want to do, because at the end of the day, it's my life, and, like, I want to choose my happiness. You're my happiness. And I can't lie to myself either. Like, I'm into girls, and like, what?
No, you're into me only.
Yeah, I'm only into you, baby. That's what it is. Okay. Anyways, so, but I'm lucky enough that I have Casey's, like, family to, like, lean on, to kind of have, like, at least we have some people who, like, you know, respect her relationship.
Yeah.
But online, I didn't post anything about me being into girls until, Pride Parade. Posted a picture at Pride, and I put proud queer woman.
You put something like that. I remember that's when, like, we first started talking.
Yeah. And then I started posting pictures with Casey. And then, so obviously everyone knew that I was in a relationship with a girl.
I think, I feel like that's when everyone, like, knew, obviously, I liked girls, is when I was posting pictures with you.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like prior to, I don't think I posted pictures with anybody, really. I don't think so. I think you were, like, the only one that I'm, like, for real, like, legit, you know? It's, like, a real relationship.
It's, like, an actual thing. If I post you,
you know it's real.
You know it's real.
And she's real.
Pretty real right here. But to you guys who are watching who have that come out or have come out, and you know, want to tell your stories, we're more than happy to, like, read them. So send us in your stories.
Why do you always have to sing everything?
Because I feel like it, like, makes it more exciting, right?
But yeah, if you guys did come out, like, good for you, honestly. Like, I'm proud of you. If you guys didn't, don't feel like you're forced to come out. Like, it does take time, and it's a process, you know, so just take your time with it. If you feel like you really want to, do it. Like I say, just do it. Because at the end of the day, like, it does eat you alive. I'm just saying that because it did eat me alive for the whole year that I don't know about you, but, like, when I didn't come out, it, like, ate me alive because I am so close to my family, and, like, I'm always talking to them about everything. I feel like that's why, like, it did, like, eat me alive the whole year. I was, like, hiding, and I don't know why, because, like, everyone was accepting, but I didn't know that. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, it didn't eat me alive because, like, I had some, like, support system already, you know?
Yeah, you did. I didn't.
Yeah.
Like,
so I feel like that was a difference.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody, and I was just talking to myself about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I would just go to my room and just, like, cry about it. Like, but, like, it's okay because, like, I'm good now. Like, you know, I have you and my family.
And we are all unique individuals. We all
even my aunt, because I know she's going to be watching this, and she's going to be like, you didn't mention me. Let me mention her right now. I love that woman. She supports me 100%. She's like, are you kidding me? Like when I told her, she was like, are you kidding me? Whatever makes you happy makes me happy.
I remember when you told her too. You told me that you told her when you were in Miami.
This is when I like,
this is when we were talking.
And I was like, I'm talking to someone, and then she's like, oh, who? And then I was like, it's a girl. Her name's. I literally was like, it's a girl, and her name's Chelsea. And she goes, and she was driving, and she looked at me. She goes, whatever makes you happy. I don't care who you're dating, what you're dating. But yeah,
what you're dating.
You could be dating a rock. I don't care. If you're happy, I'm happy.
As it should be, though. Like,
yeah.
That's some good people in your life that you should keep.
Yeah,
you
for
should
sure.
definitely keep. So if you have those support systems, keep them close. Tell them you love them and thank them. Really, because it's a pleasure to have them.
For sure.
Alright guys, well,
we're going to close out here. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment.
And thanks for listening to us. We love and appreciate you. Each and every one of you.
Get close to me and love me.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do.